The kingpin behind kidnappings for ransom has been arrested. A multidisciplinary team led by members of the trilateral planning cell together with Interpol pounced on the alleged kingpin in Centurion. Officers also seized a licensed 9mm firearm, 14 9mm cartridges, 5 cell phones and multiple local bank cards, as well as South African and Mozambican SIM cards. Police say the suspect will appear before the Randburg Magistrates Court tomorrow, where extradition processes will immediately commence. Now, for more on the story, I'm joined by South African Police Service spokesperson, Brigadier Athlenda Mathe. Brigadier, appreciate your time this afternoon. I know you're a busy woman. Incredible work that's just happened. How happy are you with this operation, and when did it begin?
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Firstly, let's commend and congratulate the team led by the Trilateral Planning Cell and Interpol South Africa for facilitating the arrest of this wanted suspect. Now, we received a warrant of arrest and an extradition request as early as July last year, where the Mozambican government indicated that there is a wanted suspect who could possibly be in the country. So we immediately operationalized the information. We have been working tirelessly to apprehend this particular suspect. I can confirm that last night, just after 7 p.m., this multidisciplinary team, also consisting of the Special Task Force, our crime intelligence officers, as well as our organized crime unit, pounced on an identified address in an upmarket state in Centurion and managed to trace and arrest this particular suspect.
Now, you speak of a single arrest. Was he the only one involved in these allegations? And specifically, what are those allegations?
Well, at this stage, this is the only person that we were tracing in respect of that extradition request that we have received from Mozambique. But I can confidently tell you that in the past 2 years, the SAPS, through its anti-kidnapping task team, has managed to arrest more than 100 suspects in South Africa only who have been linked to kidnapping cases, especially where ransom demands are being made. So we are making serious inroads in respect of preventing and combating kidnapping cases, especially where ransom demands are being made.
I'm glad you raised that issue, Brigadier, because over the last few weeks, we've reported several cases of kidnappings in South Africa. In fact, statistically, kidnappings seem to be one of the fastest rising crimes in the country. What are you doing to, I suppose you can't entirely prevent it, but how quickly are you able to react, and how many of these cases are actually solved?
As I've indicated, at a national level, we have a national anti-kidnapping task team, which comprises of various units within the South African Police Service, which has been established to prevent, combat, and investigate these particular crimes. At a provincial level, we also have teams that are supporting and working together with the national anti-kidnapping task team. As I've indicated, we are making serious inroads with the arrest. What this team has also been able to do is to identify several groupings who are involved in these crimes, and we are pleased to announce that we are infiltrating and arresting those that are behind these spate of kidnappings in the country. We have identified the hotspot provinces, which are your Western Cape, your Gauteng, your KwaZulu-Natal, Limpopo, and the Eastern Cape. And like I've indicated, we have been making progress in respect of arresting those that are behind these particular cases. But also to urge people, our communities, to ensure that they report kidnapping cases timelessly, actually immediately when it comes to their attention that either their friends or family members have been kidnapped. It's very important to report this information immediately to the nearest police station so that the police station can escalate the matter to the provincial task teams as well as the national task team so that we can immediately investigate and apprehend those that are behind the spate of kidnappings. But what is of importance is to ensure that we save lives and we ensure that those kidnapped victims are brought safe and alive back to their families.
Brigadier, is there a direct correlation between the surge in kidnappings locally and human trafficking?
Well, at this stage, I cannot confirm that, but what is important is to ensure the nation that the SAPS has capable teams in place to ensure that we prevent and combat this type of crime. Like I've indicated, we have arrested more than 200 suspects rather in the past 2 years alone that are involved in kidnapping cases where ransom demands are being made in the country. What is also important is to encourage families not to directly communicate with these captors, as they may put the lives of the victims at risk. So it's quite important to ensure that when a kidnapping case comes to their attention, they immediately report it to the South African Police Service so that we are able to prevent loss of life and to ensure that victims are brought back safely back to their families.
Brigadier, appreciate your time this afternoon.